What's going on, guys? My name is Ryan Snod, Ramslod. I'm the owner of Snod Media Group, which is a video production and podcast production company based here in central Iowa. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 6 really great tactics that you can use in the marketing world to leverage a current podcast that you have, as well as exponentially grow the growth and the trajectory of a new show that you're wanting to launch for a new audience. So if you're starting a new podcast, you already have one and you're kind of burning out, or you're trying to leverage a new marketing tactic for your business like a podcast, this is going to be a great training for you to watch. Marketing is probably the aspect most podcasters kind of glaze over when they're launching a show. You're too worried about what gear to buy, where to host it, how to post it, how often to record, and all the kind of logistical crap that goes with making a podcast. But ultimately, having a really good strategy with the marketing is going to help you get more listeners, drive more revenue for the show, land bigger guests if you're an interview show, as well as just give you marketing collateral that you can use to promote on multiple channels on the internet. So the first step in having a rock solid marketing strategy for your podcast is, ironically, recording video of your show. So many people, when they launch a show, just think, oh, I need to have a podcast audio and that's it. We just need to hear and that's about it. While that is a great piece of this, having video of a conversation, whether it's an interview, even if it's a virtual show, having video is a huge aspect to the marketing, because then people can see what you're saying, they can see you in your element, and they're going to be more intrigued to watch. So the big piece of this is having social clips that you can then share out with the video that you've already produced. So making sure that you're showing up on places like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or wherever your audience pays attention or hangs out. For my show, I produce at least 4 social media reels from every episode, and we share those out in vertical form on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, all as reels or vertical video. We also can pull landscape video and or post the vertical video teasers on LinkedIn as well, since our audience skews more business professionals. So basically, pulling 4 social media clips from one interview, I can now be present on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube from just having video captured. So I really do encourage you to have social media clips that you can pull using the video that you're going to be capturing. And if you're not a video wizard, there are tools out there. One that I recommend to complete new beginners is Opus Clip. It's an AI generation tool where you put the full-length audio and video version in, and it will spit out viral clips based on the conversation, add graphics and text on screen, B-roll if you want, and export them out. Now, that is a paid tool, and there are other ones out there, but I encourage you to look into those types of things when video editing is not your forte, and it's going to take a lot more time for you to do that rather than just use an AI tool to edit it for you. Another marketing hack is taking your entire podcast conversation and transcribing it and turning it into a blog. Now, if you have a company website or something that you're trying to rank for SEO, this is a really simple way to take your existing conversations that you're already doing and repurpose it another way. So how this is going to work in practice is you're going to take your full-length video and upload it to YouTube, and then you're going to take the link to that video and throw it into an AI service like ChatGPT. Once you throw it into an AI service like ChatGPT, ask it to produce a 1,000-word blog post that summarizes the conversation and make sure that there are header tags optimized for SEO. And then you hit go, and AI spits out a SEO-written blog post for your blog. Obviously, you can go in and make revisions, make changes, but doing this process manually would have taken you hours. Now, leveraging an AI tool like ChatGPT to spit out a blog post has given you more reach. It's also going to help rank for your SEO efforts for your business, and it only took you like 5 to 10 minutes to do this. So, really great way to leverage omnichannel and use your podcast as a tool to market. In that same vein of creating a blog, you can also create email newsletters doing this exact same practice. Upload the full-length video to YouTube, take that link and put it into ChatGPT and ask it to create a 200-word email newsletter that kind of overviews what the conversation is about and encourages people to go to your website to watch it. You'll be amazed just by putting this stuff into AI, what's going to be spitting out. And again, an email newsletter could have taken you an hour or two to try and write and wordsmith properly. You can let AI do the legwork for 80 or 90% of it, tweak a couple things, and then put it out there. And now you've instantly got a blog, an email newsletter, or any other type of written content that you want from this interview. Another great marketing hack that I really encourage people to do is, if they have an interview show where you're having a new guest on in every single interview, is to have your guest be your advocate and champion your message to all of their people. This is a fancy way of saying having your guest post the clips and market your show when their episode goes live. So a really strategic way to do this is having people that already have a large audience that fits who you're trying to target with your show, have them on as a guest and make sure that they are sharing their podcast interview out on social media. They're emailing people about it, or they're putting out kind of some public awareness that they were featured on an episode of your podcast and that they should go and watch that episode. I have a couple interviews that I've been a guest on someone's podcast, and their team does a really good job of following up with me when my episode's about to go live, sharing social media clips, and encouraging me to cross-promote the show on my own channels. And I'm happy to do that because it's usually a clip of me talking about something that I'm really knowledgeable about, and I might as well promote the show because then people will watch it, learn something, get some value from what I do, and it's all a mutually beneficial situation going on. This could be a really great marketing strategy for you to get more visibility on your show and continually cross-pollinate and cross-promote as you have more guests on your podcast. And the last marketing tactic I'm going to leave you guys with today is partnering with publications to cross-promote your show. So if there's a publication in your industry or in the sphere of influence that your show would help people, you could reach out to that publication and say, hey, publication, my podcast helps your ideal audience, and we kind of have a mutual audience segment that we're trying to target here. Would it make sense for me to share or cross-promote my podcast on your website to get backlinks or encourage better SEO for your website? If you don't feel comfortable going that nerdy on the marketing talk, just ask them if it would be beneficial for you guys to collaborate in some way since you guys have a similar audience. Best case scenario is that they're going to backlink to your site. They have a ton of articles on their website that's usually very good for SEO. That's going to boost up your website, and all you had to do is just backlink to them a couple times to make sure that opportunity present itself. This is also a dual-edged sword because usually when you reach out to these publications, if you have a good show, they might want to come on as a sponsor or get involved in other ways to help cross-promote the show, pay you for opportunities to have exposure on the show, or other great collateral benefits. So regardless of how you spin it, reaching out to publications is a great way that you can try to improve your marketing reach. If you got some value from this video, make sure to give it a big like. Also, if you have any questions about what we talked about, make sure to leave those in the comment section below. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have about marketing, podcasts, and all those related types of topics. If you'd like to launch and sustain a professional podcast for your business or brand, I would love for you to check out my full paid program, which is the Business Podcast Playbook. It's an online course where I teach everything A to Z on how to start a podcast, scale up, use AI tools, marketing, editing, shooting, gear, all the stuff that goes into having a really well done podcast. So if that sounds of interest to you, make sure to go check out the link below in the description box to check out all the things that are included in there and see if it's right for you. I cannot wait to jump into the course with you guys. My name is Ryan Snod. It rhymes with odd, and we'll see you on the inside. Peace.